you facts.
Wait,
Now
well,
you allowed on here and
Veronica,
say all
I want to continue, but we're not going to continue like this if you're not going to admit. As I say, I never asked women if they had surgery. You offered to volunteer that your body was natural. So if you
so.
offer to volunteer that your body was natural, why can't you just
So let me, okay,
admit to it or not admit to it right
so
now?
I just want to understand this. At first, you were caught up on the fact that, well, are you married or you're not married? Your man came on here and said he was this, he was that. And so you're not allowing me to speak to anything. What you're concerned about is what you're concerned about. And I get it. This is entertainment for you and you want ratings and you
No,
want views.
I'm just
What
trying to get
you're
fact
concerned
checked.
about is
I'm just trying to get fact
you
checked.
want the mess and you want the tea. What you don't want
No,
to hear is
girlfriend, you
you
call me. I don't know you.
Welcome back to the channel. Listen, you shouldn't lie. You should not lie. All right, it's always everything done in the dark is gonna come to light, and Kendra G and this woman's husband exposes her. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Veronica, girl.
hey cousins.
Veronica. I done met a man by the name of Rudy who said, hold on.
You and everybody else.
Hold on, Veronica, because I got to do you the way I did him. Is this your husband?
Soon to be ex. But yes, I know him. I do.
Is this your wife?
Oh, she playing games.
Legally, yes.
This is your wife. You guys aren't divorced.
No.
She said that she was divorced.
We have our first
Oh my
mediation
goodness.
April 4th.
So you are still legally married to him.
Unfortunately, yes.
So you lied to him.
This is what I'm talking about, man. See, but you'll never hear stories like this. You'll never hear stories like this. This woman is on a live dating show where thousands of people can see it. She has enough audacity to do that. But no woman's gonna call her out for it. You'll never hear about it. But if a man just happens to get a girl's number, oh God forbid, he's the new Epstein. He's the new Harvey Weinstein. It's ridiculous. The double standard is ridiculous.
I didn't lie to you. So here's the thing. I didn't know what there's no shade to you. I didn't know who you were. I'd never seen your show. It was the first time I ever joined your show. Somebody kept sending me the link.
Girl, that don't got nothing to do with a question of you.
I didn't know. This is what I'm saying is I didn't know your requirements to be on the show was like, oh, you got to be divorced.
But that don't matter anyways.
So okay,
the question,
yes.
So you lied because the question was, are you divorced? Hold on. Whether you knew me or not, it ain't about shade. Questions are questions, and the direct question was, are you divorced? You said, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay, let's roll with it.
Let me finish, Veronica. I'm gonna let you respond, but I gotta finish. We haven't grown.
You can already tell she's unruly
because you want to start off lying again. Here's the response. Yes, I don't give a damn if you never heard of me. The question is simple. I asked you were you divorced, and then I asked you when you got divorced. Okay, 2 minutes. Have you ever been married?
I have, yeah. Divorced.
When did you get to? Say again, honey.
I'm divorced.
Divorced. When did you get divorced?
Last June.
Oh my goodness, got her red-handed. They played it back.
June. So that's why I said, do she think she's really divorced? So regardless of you met me from that day, the question was direct and clear. Are you divorced? When did you get divorced? The reason I asked the when is because people like yourself can be separated at times. So I asked the when. And then I think we brought it up 2 times. So you should just admit you lied.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't completely clear about my divorce date, but yeah, in my mind, I was.
No, you lied.
You think you're divorced?
Absolutely. He's living with his ex-wife. He's living with his first wife. Like, you left here a year ago. And unfortunately, it's a technicality because in South Carolina, you have to be separated for a year before you can file for divorce. Now, we were going to falsify and file in Florida and say that, hey, he was going to file in Florida so we can have an immediate divorce. But because of other things on his part, he decided, no, I'm going to try to file in South Carolina, or we would have already been divorced. This is just a drag out thing. But we don't speak. We don't talk. We have no interaction. We are done. We have nothing to talk. We have no kids. We have no ties. We have nothing together. We are done completely. But yeah,
let me ask you this. That's fine. Go ahead. No, what was you going to say?
No, I was gonna say, but that's fine. I'll let you hold that. That's okay. Yeah, technically yes. I'm technically yes, still married.
She's trying to make it seem like lady. She's trying to make it seem like, okay, I'm gonna just be the bigger person and I'm gonna just let you have that one. No, You're not letting us have it. We have it because you lied, goofball. This is the thing. See, now since Kendra G is really like talking with women, she's understanding more and more every single day what Kevin Samuels was saying about the accountability, about the crazy standards that they want for men, even though they don't have these standards for their baby's father. About all the women who come in here with all the tattoos and piercings and bonnets and the fake hair, they're unruly. Kendra G is seeing it because she has to deal with it every single time she's on her dating show.
So were you aware that you had a mediation in April?
Yes, I'm aware.
So
I'm
then you
aware
knew
now.
when you talked to me that you were still married.
I literally just got the letter for the mediation in the mail.
So
today.
when you talked to me, but what I'm saying is, if you knew you had a mediation, you knew you were.
I didn't know that. I just got it today.
You just
That was news to me.
so you had no idea you had a mediation in April.
I just got it today. Matter of fact,
Did
it's
you?
right
Let
now
me
on my
ask you
desk.
this: when you talked to me, if the guy proposed to you, did you feel as though you could legally marry him?
Nobody would propose to me. Hence why I said
No,
I
no, no.
want to take my
I'm
time.
asking you: if a guy proposed to you, would you feel as though you were able to legally marry him?
Sure, I would say you just have to wait till after June. We can get married, but it have to be after June.
Well, you knew it, Veronica. You trying to answer around these questions, child?
I'm not answering you asking me. I'm answering the
No,
question.
no.
And this is what women do. They play around with it. They do the semantics thing. She knows that she's wrong, but instead of we could have just moved past this. But she's dragging it out because she just won't take accountability and said, you know what? Fine. I lied. I lied because I don't feel married because we haven't been around each other and we have no attachments. I don't feel married. So yes, I just consider it divorce. But yes, I lied. And then they would have just gone on with it. But she's trying to dance around the question so that she's not wrong.
If somebody proposed,
So you're right. So therefore, you knew that.
Kendra, they would already know, like, hey, listen, here's my situation. Here's what really happened. Here's the story. Here's what's gone on. If you're trying to propose, we can get married. But unfortunately, until after this date, June 18th of 2024, my court date we're not legally divorced.
But why would you trick the man?
Okay, either way, why not just say you were separated when I asked you when you were divorced?
In my mind, we're divorced. We're divorced. And it will it's going to all come out in the wash because in case, I don't know.
Exactly what she just said. And this is how so many women move, in my mind. They think the world should just move how they move. Men don't do that. Men say, well, listen, in reality, I'm divorced. In my mind, I feel like I'm not. But we're still going to go within reality first. And then how we feel goes next.
See all of the messages that all of this there's been a plethora of women who've been commenting on your TikTok, your Instagram, and your YouTube about their relationships with him during our marriage, the relationships that they had with him during our marriage.
But here's the deal: he didn't come on my show, and all I care about is coming on my show. I can't listen. I don't know you, and I don't know Rudy.
That's right.
The rule of my show, it's a very clear rule. If you're separated, wait till you're officially divorced and you can come back
again. And like I said, I didn't know that.
So what he's doing and what y'all doing, that's really y'all business. But when you come on my show, you make it my business. Now, if he would have called me and I would have asked him, is he still married? And he would have said he's separated, I would say, well, we can't continue because that's the rule. But let's go on. I want you to fact check some other things that he said. Do you have 3 children?
She said she had 2 kids. She has 3 kids.
Oh,
she has a daughter who's 26. She has a granddaughter.
She lying about her babies?
So that was inconsistent.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 boys.
2 boys. How old are your boys? Huh?
17 and 10.
17 and 10. Are they both by the same man?
No, they're not. Here's the thing with a lot of that stuff.
Oh my
So,
God. So she lied about her children and
because it has now become a legal matter, because as you know, in the state of South Carolina, libel and slander is punishable by misdemeanor fines. There can be civil
Do you have
ramifications.
3 children,
It
Veronica?
is. I never said that I didn't. I have 3 children, and on my
I asked
social
you how
media
many kids
pages,
you had. You said you had 2.
first of all, I don't. Children to me are they're children. I have an adult child who is not in my household. So when you say children, if a man is going to date me, he's going to date me and my 2 children. The 2 children I have in my home. I have a child who has lived in my house in 10 years. She's 27 years old. She's almost 30. That is
I
an
feel
adult.
like with women, I have to ask the most direct question to get.
right. But even if that child, just because that child is like an adult doesn't mean every parent is still, it doesn't matter how old they are. You're still going to say, that's my child. You're not, what you going to say? That's my adult person? No, you're going to say, that's my child. She's trying to make herself, this is my opinion. I think that she knows that on the dating market with what she comes with, she probably doesn't look that attractive. She knows that she's a pretty lady, so she's like, well, maybe if I smooth it over by just saying I only have 2 and that I'm divorced and all the other stuff, I won't look as bad. So, and this is why most women lie, just to look better.
Answer. So do I have to start saying how many children have come out of, how many people have come out your body in order to get the real answer? Like, I have to really go
No,
that
or maybe
basic?
just in total. But when you're saying children, because if you're on a dating show and somebody's going to date you, they're going to date your children. I have
Veronica,
this
now
is an
you
adult
came back.
child,
I was
and she's
hoping you
not
were
a
going to come
secret.
back and make
On my
yourself look
social
better.
media page, my grandchild and my child are both on my social media listed
Let
all
me
throughout
ask you
my
this.
page.
Let me ask you this.
So there was no
How many
denial about that.
How many people have come out of your body?
3.
So that's how I have to start asking women questions, obviously.
That's how you would like to phrase.
I have
That's
to
how
now
you would like to
say
phrase your
how
Ridiculous.
many
question.
people have come out of your body in order to get the real number of how many people you birthed. That's really sad that I have to go that deep with a 43-year-old woman.
It's not
You
sad.
are a
It's not sad.
43-year-old
Now, do
woman.
you want to have the
If you were
conversation, or do you want?
21,
You didn't have this energy
Veronica,
for Rudy.
if you were
You didn't
21,
have this
I
energy
would
for
expect
Rudy.
that.
So have the correct energy for me, because I didn't come at you wrong like that, Kendra. You
But
coming
no,
at me
but
with all
Veronica,
this
the
extra
reason the energy right
It's
now is
unnecessary.
here
It's
because no,
unnecessary.
here's the
It's
deal. Here's the deal.
unnecessary. It
Here's the
really
deal.
is. It's
Here's the
unnecessary.
deal, Veronica.
Somebody was allowed
First
to
of
come
all,
onto your
whether you
platform
knew, listen,
Over
we
talking
can't
her
both
on her
talk.
own
We
platform.
can't both talk.
You're
We can't-
absolutely right. We can't. So go ahead. Go ahead. It's your
Here's
platform.
the
Go
deal.
ahead.
Whether you knew me or not, you call me. I don't know you if you never call me. Rule number 1, plain and simple. You decided to call me. Once you call me, you make your business our business, the cousin's business watching. Now, I'm just going to say, I had no idea that I had to ask a 43-year-old woman how many people came out of her body in order to get the real answer of how many people she birthed, because children, she's past that age. That to me, if you were 21, I would expect this dialogue. But to be a woman that's 1 year younger than me, that's kind of sad and pathetic, just being honest.
But that's your opinion. But I don't have. This is a grown woman. This is an adult who doesn't live in my home. Who hasn't lived in my home in probably almost 10
It's
years.
still
She
your
hasn't lived in my
child.
home. So when you say children, to me that is a child. If somebody is going to interact with me, they're interacting with 2 children who are actually in my home. This is an adult who lives 5 states away. I don't consider that to be a child. I've never neglected her. She's very much a part of she's on my social media. Like, it's not like I'm negating the fact that I ever have had a child. So, and that's a technicality. Here's another thing. Oh, she lives here and not here. Hello. Nobody ever said, I might as well just drop the pin and gave my address. I'm in this area. You don't exactly say, hey, this is where I am. It's like somebody who lives in Hollywood. You don't know where Hollywood, Florida is. So you would say, oh, I'm in the Miami area, or I'm in Miami, because most people know that as a landmark. That's not a lie. For safety reasons, you don't say, especially when you live in a small town, oh, I live here. So some of these things were so petty, and the fact that you was just like followed up on them, it was just absurd to me. But again, slander and libel is a real thing, and in the state of South Carolina, it is considered a misdemeanor. It is, and I have to be cautious on what I say because the matter now is with my attorney. However, a lot of that stuff was false and incorrect. And there are women who have been trying to reach out to you who also have receipts and pictures and videos that are timestamped during the time of our marriage, who can attest to saying, hey,
But that doesn't matter. The reason why that doesn't matter what he did, he could have been an awful person. The reason why that doesn't matter is because he didn't call Kendra G to get on her dating show. That is why that doesn't matter. She's trying to make it seem like, well, if I'm a bad person, then he's a bad person too because he did all these other things. Then, which very well might be true, but he did not call into a dating show and say all of these things. That's what she's not understanding because she's trying to pass the blame so much, which is what so many ladies do.
I already addressed that. The bottom line is this. I
What
don't
did
know.
you address?
You and Rudy called me. That's just the fact.
Right, but what
Right.
did you
Hold
address?
on. Let me finish. Let me respond to what you just said. I'm not saying Rudy is this Prince Charming man, out rightfully so. But the point of the matter is, Rudy did not call on my show
Right.
and tell me that he was not married, and I proceeded. That's all that matters. Now, what y'all do in y'all life, that's your business. I'm not here to defend his character. He didn't try to call me to be a guest on my show. If you want to fact check, there's another. You're busy? Hello? Hello? We can't hear you.
Oh, how about now?
I can hear you now.
Sorry,
I got some paid questions, but I'm not done yet. Do you want to respond to the fact whether or not you had surgery?
What in the world? When she said she never had surgery, I'm like, what? Like, you had just had surgery when I met you.
Oh,
like,
my
we met
goodness.
in Haiti, and you had just had surgery in Dominican Republic. Like, how is it that you didn't? But the navel never lies. If you look at a person's navel, it won't lie.
Wait, I do remember that. She told us her body was real.
What? No.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
do the Kendra Cam, Veronica.
I do want to preface that I was in pajamas. I just got out of the shower and I was in
They
pajamas.
always have
but
some type
okay.
of excuse. Just
Well, in
all these
pajamas,
people that
but
call up
anyway.
here and they're never,
All
ever,
your
ever
tattoos
ready.
are real? Oh, you have a lot of
They are.
tattoos.
Yeah, they are all real.
Okay, you have a nice body.
I do want to answer this real quick though. You could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches, and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media, and you could tell I've been like this all my life. I'm Afro Latina, and if y'all know,
And a
Latin women,
liar.
Black women are naturally built.
You're
this
an
way.
Afro
So,
liar. That's
yeah.
what you are.
Okay, so anybody that had concerns about her body, it is authentic. She's never had no body surgery. This is the body. She got it from her mama and her daddy.
My mama on my social media, you can see her too. Miss Olivia was a hottie in her day too. So I have to be very.
It's always a red flag when a lady just has a plethora of tattoos, man. That's always a big red flag. Especially when they're just like nonsense tattoos as well. That means when she gets bored, she does something drastic.
What I say, because again, it's at this point it's a legal matter because.
Well, you call me, girl. So what you call me for? I'm asking you questions, so you don't want to answer
Okay,
that?
So
because that was something. That was something you
got to
offered.
dip on your chip, Kendra. Like, don't have that energy with me. Like, you didn't have that energy.
Well,
with
no,
me.
Veronica, I'm gonna have energy with you because I'm getting irritated because the fact of the matter is you called me. You called me lying. You called me lying. So if you don't expect this type of energy, I don't know what you would expect. You literally called and told lies on my show. This is a major show.
But did I tell the lies?
Yes.
You're at this point you're calling me a liar and you don't know if I
because you lie.
There's two different. Veronica, are you a part of this interview?
This is crazy.
Are you a part of this interview?
Are you a part of it? Because it seems like this is the Kendra.
Okay, Veronica, listen, honey. I'm not gonna play these games with you. You just admitted to 2 lies in this interview.
How is that a lie? That is not a lie.
You admitted that you are married and you told us that you were divorced. That's a lie. That's not. What's going on here? Okay, that's an admission of lying.
Anything else is not a lie. Like you don't just like when you come out on a public platform, for me to say, oh, I live here but not here. I live.
Okay, that's okay. We're not talking about that. I didn't even bring that up. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the basic where everything begins is you said you were divorced and you are legally married, and that is a lie. We can fact check the fact that you are legally married. You told a lie, Veronica.
That's fine. If that's not what you want to roll with, that's okay. But so we're not.
That's not what I'm rolling with.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's the facts. That's fine. So we're not going to roll. We're not going to talk about any of the lies that Rudy told because Rudy came on here and just lied, and he was allowed to just talk openly for 20 minutes, and you never interrupted him. You never gave him this hostile energy
because he didn't. How is she not
come onto your platform and say whatever he wanted to say? Libel, slander, was able to come on here and say whatever he wanted to say.
Well, like I said with Rudy, and I said it several times, I have to use allegedly because he said something about a video. and he was ready to show the video. Now I didn't allow him to show the video. I
And
don't know if
that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
you guys haven't spoken since July of last year, like no communication.
Well, that's when she sent me the video of her having a threesome with a chick going down on her and a dude in the background. What?
Wait, now those are some tough allegations, y'all.
Oh my
I have to
goodness.
use the word allegedly because I don't know if that's a true. She sent you a video. No, you're not gonna. I'm gonna prohibit you from showing the video.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna prohibit you from.
That
showing
brother
the
was
video.
ready. That brother was ready for all the smoke. He said, "Let me charge this Samsung up real quick. You think I'm out here bullshitting?"
We won't do that. We won't do that. We won't do that.
What?
We won't do that. But do you want to right now say if that video exists?
The video exists, and it was after the fact, the date that we are legally separated. The paperwork that says gives the date of the date that we are considered by the court legally separated. That video occurred after we were legally separated.
Okay.
After. Now,
Have you ever had body surgery?
his indiscretions, I have to be cautious. I have to be cautious. Like I said, I can't say a whole lot because it's with my attorney, but there are several women who have tried to reach out to you who want to come on the platform and say,
Okay, well they can. Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. You got to understand this. You could be in your emotions and you could be in your feelings.
I'm not.
But
That's the thing,
hold
is
on.
I'm not.
I'm trying to do the listen and talk back rule because we can't talk over each other. But the fact of the matter is, Rudy again, and I said to him, I don't know him, I don't know you. It's y'all word against y'all. But the fact of the matter is, you just admitted that he is still legally your husband, and that's why he came on to expose the truth. Now I'm asking you this question 3 times. I'm gonna ask it again.
Okay,
Because you volunteered. You actually volunteered this. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, Veronica. Hold on 1 second. I never asked women if they had body surgery. First of all, hold on, Veronica. Let me finish my statement. I never asked women if they had body surgery. You decided to volunteer that your body was natural. You got it from your mama.
I want to answer this real quick though.
Yeah, she did.
You could tell this is my natural body. Everybody's got something to say. Everything matches, and you could tell. And if you can go look at my social media, and you can tell I've been like this all my life.
So right now, have you ever had any type of surgery or lipo?
And again, I have to be cautious at what I say because this video has been downloaded and sent to my attorney, and I do have an attorney.
Why can't you answer that simple question though, Veronica?
Because I have to be cautious about what I say.
You have to be cautious.
She had surgery.
You had surgery.
To make a long story long, she had surgery. This is what ladies do, man. This is what they do in arguments. Whenever they are found or caught, this is what they do. I'm going to just lie. I'm going to just keep dancing around the question. This is what I'm going to do. She can just easily say yes or no. This has nothing to do with any type of attorneys. This isn't going to affect her in court. This isn't going to do anything. Just simple yes or no.
About what I say because again,
I know, but I'm just saying, why can't you? I mean, first of all, hold on. Let me ask you this though. Let me just say this, but let me say this so I can understand. I never was gonna ask you if you had body surgery. I don't ask women that question. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish, Veronica. Let me finish.
And this is what it's like. This is what it's like arguing or debating or just trying to get your point across to most modern day women these days. Kendra is doing it because she's another woman and she has the stamina. Most men would just say, I'm not doing this. And this is why it's always perceived that women are winning the argument. Y'all aren't winning. You're just over talking. And men are making a mental note. Yep, she's not gonna be my wife. Yep, I'm not gonna be with her for long. I can't even talk to this woman. Why would I take care of her?
So you treat them differently. Anytime
Veronica, you are separate right now. What are you talking about? I'm asking you to. This is your chance.
I'm telling you facts.
Wait, hold on. Veronica, I want to continue, but we're not going to continue like this if you're not going to admit. As I say, I never asked women if they had surgery. You offer to volunteer that your body was natural. So if you offer to volunteer that your body was natural, why can't you just
So let me
admit to it or not admit to it right now?
So I just want to understand this. At first, you were caught up on the fact that, well, are you married or are you not married? Your man came on here and said he was this, he was that. And so you're not allowing me to speak to anything. What you're concerned about is what you're concerned about. And I get it. This is entertainment for you and you want ratings and you want.
No, I'm just trying to get fact checked. I'm just trying to get fact checked.
You want the mess and you want the tea. What you don't want to do.
Girlfriend, you call me. I don't know you. I don't want the mess of the tea. Y'all call me up. I don't call nobody, honey. I call no one. You called me. Plain and simple. What I'm doing right now is I'm asking fact check questions.
Right.
Like I said,
So
hold on, let me say it again.
Okay, but did you fact check him? Did you fact check him when he came on your show? Did you fact check him?
Only way I can fact, well, Veronica, listen.
Did you ask
only way
him?
I can fact check
Did
him
you
is
fact
to
check
talk
him?
to you. Listen, Veronica, this is what I'm
Did you
doing right
fact
now.
check him?
This is what I'm doing right now. You're the fact check. I'm giving you the opportunity to fact check.
But you're not.
I can only fact check with you,
Are you
Veronica.
really giving me the opportunity? Are you really giving me the opportunity?
Veronica. Here's the deal. I'm gonna say it for the fourth time.
I'm gonna digress and take.
I'm gonna say it for the first. I'm gonna say it for the fourth time. You volunteered the information about not having surgery. I didn't even ask the question. You volunteered the information.
A lot of information.
So now I'm asking you now.
To me how you're
so
stuck
now
on
I'm asking you now, Veronica.
And it's showing.
Is that a true statement that you
and
said?
It's showing. And like I said,
okay, we done. We done. We done. We done. We done. We done. Child, let me tell you something. The rules of this show. No videos come down and I call nobody. You call me. Plain and simple. Now, the fact that you're not willing to answer the question that you offered to us. I never even asked you if you had body surgery. Never was going to ask you if you had body surgery. You said you never had body surgery. Now I done asked you 3 times if you want to confirm or deny that. And every time I ask, the attorney is involved. The attorney, how could the attorney be involved in something that you volunteered to tell the world? That question would have never came up. But now all of a sudden, you can't say legally if you had body surgery or not? Child, listen, let me tell you something, child. The one thing about this is you guys play yourselves all the time. I've been doing this show for 4 years. If you didn't know about it, that's on your ass. That is on your ass. If you don't know about the show, there's plenty of videos. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. Plain and simple. This is not a new show, honey. It's not a new show. And this was your opportunity to deny a lot of things that Rudy said. And, you know, it is what it is. I want this to be a lesson to everyone that calls in to the show. No videos come down. Do not lie. Plain and simple. If you call into the show, you are volunteered to answer the questions that I literally ask everyone. Now, you might answer a question, I might go deeper with your answer, but everyone has a basic answer. The reason I do 21 or older, because 21 or older, you're an adult. By this age, you should know how to answer basic ass questions. Now, one thing Veronica said is she never heard the show, and I just went back to see when she was on. She was on, I select her after 50 minutes. After 50 minutes. So that means you sat in queue for 50 minutes and watched me ask people questions. At any given moment, you could have disconnected yourself because I call no one. You volunteered to call here. Here's the deal. Once you volunteer to call here, like I say at the beginning of every video, no videos come down. And guess what? If your ass is a liar and someone is willing to expose your ass on the World Wide Web in which you are lying, they have the right to do so. Guess what? Guess how everything is solved. Do not lie. And then nobody doesn't have to come and say that you're a liar. It's the most simplest thing in life.
Listen, I would have been so embarrassed. I would have been so embarrassed. I probably would have just disconnected or hung up. And actually, I wouldn't have called back in. She called back into Kendra G after already being exposed. If you already knew that you were lying, why would you even do that? Why would you call back in knowing that you can't, that they're gonna ask you about the things that you lied about? You goofball. Like every single day, like women just amaze me at just how crazy they are. Guys, that's it for today's video. If you haven't already done so, like seriously, hit that like button and hit that hype button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want another good video, click this one on your top left or your top right, and I will see you on another one.